Hello Swapper Shoppers, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, what we do is we review the main brand equivalents such as Heinz and we pit them up against the supermarket own brands, in this case Newgate Ravioli. Is it just as good as Heinz? Well, I really hope so, because I'm really tired of paying £2 a can for ravioli. Yep, £2 a can. Sometimes it's on offer, but very rarely do you find Heinz is actually an offer these days. Usually they bump up the price and then just lower it back to what it was and call that a deal. But alternatively, you could go to Lidl and pick up this can, which is only 10 grams less, of the same product, we think, and it's only 75p. How do they have such a huge price difference? I know that this is a branded food, but come on, it's over double the cost. So yeah, you get 10 grams more in your Heinz, which I think you should expect to. I'd have expected double the tin, to be honest, but hey ho. Now, I've had a look at the ingredients. They both contain the same amount of actual ravioli and basically the same amount of tomato sauce. Interestingly, there isn't much difference in terms of calories as you'd expect, but weirdly, the Newgate has a lot less sugar. I anticipated it would have more sugar because usually the lower priced goods have more sugars and additives to basically mask the fact that they're an awful product. But amazingly, it's actually got less. So maybe Heinz are doing that. Maybe Heinz are hiding the bland taste by sugar. So actually, maybe this is a pretty damn good taste test. Let's get them into a bowl. I'm going to show you what they look like and I'm going to give you my honest feedback. Okay, so here are the raviolis. So we have the Heinz beef ravioli here. Looks just as you'd expect. But to be honest, there's not much difference because this is the Lidl Newgate one. And quite honestly, if I was to put them side by side, they look absolutely identical as you'd expect because there's not really that much they can actually change. But let's see what the taste is like. Okay, so we have the Heinz on your right and the Lidl on your left. Now, these have only been in the microwave for about 2 or 3 minutes each, but honestly, they come out about 50,000 degrees. Honestly, you need like oven gloves to actually hold the bowls, unless you've got like asbestos fingers, in which case you can just basically just use your hands and it won't burn you. Is that a phrase that people use these days, asbestos fingers? I feel like it is. There's not a lot of smell coming from the Heinz, which is quite worrying because Heinz usually have a much deeper smell, which means this one must smell like dishwater, surely. Yeah, this one does smell more of tomato. This one just smells, I don't even know what it smells of. It smells just artificial. Not that these are like whole foods, of course, these are ultra processed foods. But I've decided to get a fork for each one. Now, interestingly, and weirdly, it said that there's 43% beef ravioli in each one. And I think there's 44% water. 43% tomatoes in this one, and 44% tomato. But yet this is like twice as runny. It's like soup consistency. Whereas this is a bit more like the Heinz tomato soup, which I tried on the last video, which if you haven't had a look, go and check it out. But it looks pretty much the same. I'm imagining it tastes just the same. It smells pretty close. But yeah, this is like water. It's a lot more runny. I suppose that's probably better for toast. Soaks into the bread better. I don't have any toast, unfortunately. Just eating the ravioli. Okay, so I'm going to give the Heinz one a taste test first. Reason being is because this has had a chance to cool down a lot quicker than that one. I think it's because of the amount of water in it retains a lot of the heat more as well. So let's try the beef ravioli from Heinz. It's been a while since I've had this, to be fair. I forget how much I love ravioli. The pasta's good. You know, it's nice and soft. I don't like it when things are al dente. I'm not that type of person. Of course, this is going to be mainly for children's palates. And of course, adults like me, if you eat ravioli, no judgment. But the pasta, of course, is going to have to be really squishy and soft. The actual beef, though, tastes good. No complaints. It's kind of not something you need to chew. I think it's the type of thing where you could eat this in an OAP home as well. Just slides straight down your throat. Don't take that the wrong way. Right, let's try the Newgate ones. Now, I'm going to have to make sure that I don't get these all down myself, because with it being a lot watery, I am a bit concerned. So, I can't put my finger on it or what that smells like. Let's give it a taste test though, because remember, this is over half the price. Yeah, and half the flavour. Where's the flavour in that? I'd understand. Whoops, got it on my table. My table is clean. If you've seen previous episodes, you know that I'm obsessed with making sure the table is clean. And every single time, we always say that we eat off a clean plate, not off a dirty table. My table is clean, but I eat off a plate. I should really bring that phrase back. If you think I should, let me know in the comments. I don't even know where that came from. But this, it just doesn't taste of anything. I can't actually put my finger on it. It just tastes like tomato flavoured water with pasta. I can't actually even taste the meat. Is there even meat in this? I'm going to have to cut one in half just to actually double check. He's got the tiniest little bit, but apparently it's got the same amount of meat as that. Let me cut one of these in half. Oh yeah, the pasta's so much better in this. Yeah, you can actually see the meat in it, whereas these ones you can't. Actually taste the tomato. You can actually taste the meat. Sauce is nice and thick. Very juicy. Let's try one of these ones again. Still very, very hot. Now, it's not because it's too hot. I can still taste it. It's just there's not a lot of stuff there to actually taste. It just doesn't taste of anything. I'm going to stick to the Heinz, I think, because it's weird. It feels, no word of a lie, like there's 3 times the amount of meat and so much more flavour. This just, it tastes like you've just got plain pasta, put it in a bowl, added a little bit of tomato puree, and then filled the rest up with boiling water. That's the only way I can describe this. Maybe I'm just getting the wrong bits of ravioli, because, you know, you get some bits of ravioli where there's not really any meat in it. So I've tried to get one from the bottom. Let's give this one a try. I'll even blow on it to prove to you it's not just the temperature. Okay, that one had more meat, which is good. Zero flavour. Zero flavour. Right, listen to me. I understand that's 75p. And trust me, I really do understand that that's £2. And a lot of people's budgets these days can't stretch to that if you've got a load of other shopping to be doing and you've got a choice in front of you. I understand why you're tempted to do that. And not everyone can afford that, trust me. But wow, what a difference. I was expecting, you know, just a slight variation, and I think, oh yeah, that's loads cheaper, you know, it's a no-brainer. It just doesn't taste of anything. And I'm not even wanting to promote Heinz, because at that price I don't think they deserve to be promoted. But it comes together in such a brilliant product. Yeah, could quite easily finish the whole of that. Would really struggle to eat that. Quite honestly, if you can't afford the price difference, just simply don't get it. Get something else. There are things like beans and sausage that I want to try. I think that would be a good variation, because Heinz beans and sausage have changed recently. I can't remember which sausage they've actually changed to. I think it's Richmond. So I want to try the Richmond pork sausages versus things like Lidl, Aldi, and all the rest of them. Maybe even like Sainsbury's own brand, Tesco own brand. I can do things like that. So if you think you've got a better competitor to the Heinz ravioli, please let us know in the comments down below. But in the meantime, I'm going to eat the rest of this ravioli because it's so much better. and it actually tastes of something. But please let me know your thoughts and opinions. If you like this video, please press the like button, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao for now.